Hey everybody, Don here again. All right, it's Monday, June 8th, and it is the first full day of my most recent furlough, and it's going to be the second day of me fishing in the KBF New Hampshire Statewide Challenge online bass fishing tournament, kayak bass fishing tournament. It's a bluebird day, and I'm out early. It's 5:45. Sunrise was 40 minutes ago, unfortunately, but this is about 50 minutes away from home, so let's get to fishing. Well, it's an absolutely gorgeous morning, and I'm going to start off with a frog. I've only been over here once. That was an early morning, and then we ended up the day in the stump field. That might be what I do here today. Let's see if there's anybody home close to the ramp. So after my first day of fishing, which you probably saw that video, I put 46 inches on the board. I actually measured one fish a quarter of an inch shy, and Tourney X gave me that quarter of an inch. But I think I looked at it last night, and I had dropped from third down to seventh. But that was because 6 people above me all had 5 fish. So I'm hoping today that I can fill out my 5 fish limit and then start doing some upgrading. I don't get any action on the frog relatively quickly. I mean, it's cold. This morning it was, when I left the house, I think it was 47 or 48. But if I don't get something on a frog relatively quickly, I'll switch over to a Senko. Let's try the Senko. Oh, look at that. Deer right over there on the far bank, right at the water's edge. Is that cool or what? I don't know if you could see that. It was a little buck. He had little nubs of antlers about like that. He was coming right out to this point. That was wicked cool. I hope you could see him on the video. It was just so far away, but I was able to sneak up on him. In the meantime, I saw a bass jump right over here. Probably ought to remember why I'm here. Oh man, I am stuck in the coontail. That's all right. The wind, it's just a little bit of a breeze. It's supposed to be like 5 to 8 today. It just kind of gently pushed me back in there. Oh, come on. Yeah. Now let's get into that river. Yeah, switched up to the Umdinger. Alabama craw, didn't seem to be getting any action. See if color makes a difference. Let's move up here just a little bit. Oh, there we go. All right, finally. Yum dinger made the difference, huh? Oh, what do we got? Oh, a little pickerel. Well, if I was just fishing for fun, which I am, I wouldn't mind getting a pickerel, but I'm really kind of wanting to get some bass today. Oh, listen. Oh, you let go of it already. Good man. All right. Let go of my line. Little pickerel. Slimed my gloves. Oh, well. At least we got a little action. And right now, that's a good thing. I am the pickerel king. And I don't want to be. I don't want to be the king. Well, put the rod up for a minute and navigate through these trees. I knew there was going to be a bunch of those, bunch of logs. I'm going to have to raise up the unit. Well, pickerel just bit me off. I'm gonna have to retie. And again, that's why I don't like pickerel. Besides that they slime me. I don't mind being slimed so much. I just don't like losing tackle. Alright, well, that pickerel bit me off. I tied on a new hook. I'm going to try a new color. This is kind of a black with green flake in it, only because I couldn't find any dark blue flake. I don't know that this will work in this dark water, but I'll keep changing it up until I find what works. All the standbys aren't working today, so we'll see if something different works. Wow, lots of pads on this this part of the lake. Maybe that's why the CO liked it so much. I may have to pull up the unit and paddle around. That's all right. We can do that. Oh, there we go. Oh, I think that's a bass. Ah, did he come off? No, he's still on there. Ah, he's not big. I don't think he's going to measure. No, he's not going to measure. Ah, but at least I caught a bass, right? I don't think he's even 10 inches. That's all right. Here, let me take that hook out of you, buddy. Well, he's a bass. All right. You turned me on that you like this color. I'll stick with it for a little while and hope your big brother comes along, or your daddy. Well, this one's not very big, but man, you look at these big mats of pads. I'll bet if I work the edges of those, I'll pull some more bass out of here. he seemed to like that black and green worm, so I'm gonna leave that on for a little bit. I'm gonna work around this big mat of pads, and it looks like it's got some other stuff in it. It might be really shallow. It looks pretty deep here. Russell, what would you do? Would you throw a swim bait right out in the middle of that stuff? I know the stuff you're casting into is twice that thick. There we go. Oh man, that's nice. Oh, that's a good bass. If it's not a bass, it's a heck of a pickerel. Oh, it's a nice bass. That baby will measure. Oh man. Oh, come on. Woo! All right, that is a measurable fish. All right, it's a nice fish. This one will measure, and you help me fill up my stringer, my limit. He's not huge, but I think he's 15 or 16 inches anyhow. Stay calm there, buddy. Woo! All right. Let's get the board ready. Get my phone ready. Pull Mr. Bass back out. Let's see what he weighs, what his length is. Close your mouth. You need to close your mouth, dude. All right. He looks like 16 and a quarter to me. I might only be able to give him 16. Put him back in the water. Put my eyeballs on. Check my picture. We're good. All right, I got good pictures. Now we'll let him go. Thank you, Mr. Bass. Right in the middle of those. Right in the middle of those pads. All right. Well, that's bass number 4. For my 5 fish limit, 16. Just I'm gonna call him 15 3/4 because he didn't quite touch the line. But I've got 2 15 3/4 and a 16 and a 14 1/2. So if I can pull a couple more of those out of there, maybe a little bit bigger, I'll be golden. Back in the chase, back in the hunt. kind of liking this color. I got another. There we go. There we go. Oh man. Got me in the weeds though. I can't get over to him. Is he still on there? I think he is. Dang it. Man, when they get in those weeds, that's tough. So tough. And I can't really pedal over to him because like right now I'm choked. My pedal drive is all choked up. Man. Oh, I missed him. Oh no, I got him. Looked like a pretty decent one. But he's caught in those pads. Come on. Lost him. Oh no. Dang. Oh man, that was a nice fish. Look at the stuff I'm trying to drag him through. Oh, well, now I think my kayak is going to stay right here for a few minutes until I pull the prop up. And the wind is moving me a couple miles an hour. I got him. Gotta be a pickerel. Oh no, it's a bass. It's a bass. No, he ain't gonna measure though. We'll see. Could be close. Well, just caught that little bass. He measured 12 and a half. And as much as I don't want to put him on the board, I did. Or I will if I don't catch a bigger one, because that gives me 5 and takes me up to 16, 12, 28, 46, 6, yeah, it puts me over 70 inches. Now I need a lot bigger fish than that, but at least now I'm in the upgrade mode. And I saw another big fish over here splash down, so I'm gonna see if I can get a hold of him. Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do to get a limit, right? Now hopefully I can do some good upgrading. Ooh, man! Oh, that's a nice one. Oh, this one will measure. Oh, he's in some junk, but I got him. Oh man, drag me to you, buddy. Drag me to you. Oh, don't come off. Come on. Oh yeah, there's a deep pocket there. Ah, pickerel. Man, that blew up so nice. I thought it was a decent bass. Should have known. Well, I think I'm gonna call it a day. It's almost 1 o'clock. I'm baking. Caught 4 bass, 4 pickerel. This card is full. So I know there's over 3 hours of footage to go through. That card probably has some room on it, but I caught 2 that measured. The first one I caught was short, 10 inches. Then the second one was just a hair under 16. I think I'm gonna call them 15 and a half and see if they give me 15 3/4 like on the last one. Nice fish. And then I caught another one that was 12 and a half, and I really didn't want to put in a 12-inch plus fish on the board, but I will, and then I'll have a limit, and then I'll just need to start upgrading. So yeah, we'll see where that takes me. I don't think it's going to take me much out of, I think I'm in 7th place last time I looked, and I think it's not going to help me get out of 7th because most of the people in front of me I think had 80 inches. So yeah, got work to do. It's a good kind of work. Rough day today. The wind was just brutal. You know, most of the time I was using a Texas rig weightless worm. That's what I was getting most of my action on. Changing colors helped, and now I'm out of that color. But yeah, I mean, you can see now the wind is it's relentless. I'm gonna call it a day and regroup, see if I can find some dark colored Senkos, black, blue, dark green, something, and I'll be back. That spot would have been killer at first light instead of going over to that part, but if I wouldn't have gone over to that part, I wouldn't have seen that deer, and that was cool. Thanks for watching, everybody. See you next time. Well, it was a good day today, but it was windier than all get out, and it was tough fishing. Ended up catching 4 bass, and 2 of them measured, one barely, 12 and a half. The other one was nice, 16 inches. Entered both those fish, so now I got 5 fish on my on the board, and it's time to start upgrading, major upgrading. I think I'm in 8th place now with 76 inches, something like that. The top guy has got 94 inches, so I got to make up 20 inches. Wow, that's a big fish. So I'm gonna need some serious upgrades. But yeah, fun day. I'm worn out. Did a lot of paddling. Did a lot of pedaling, but there were a lot of places where I just couldn't pedal. I think my face is fried. We'll catch you next time. Thanks for coming along.